Hello YouTube, Unknown Prepper here. Today going over some meals ready to eat versus some civilian meals ready to eat. We have the military version on the left versus a pretty typical one that you would find in, pretty much any camping store or Walmart, Mountain House. Today I just want to go over the differences between the two. And when I think either could be the right choice depending on the situation that you're in. So I'll start off with Mountain House, some of their products. So typically these are going to cost anywhere from $8 to $20 depending on where you're buying it. If you're buying it at Walmart, it may be a little bit cheaper. If you're buying it at a camping store, this will probably be more expensive. One of the things with the Mountain House food is they are typically freeze-dried. You can see this one is chicken and dumplings. One of the disadvantages of like the Mountain House food versus the military MRE is that this one requires a heat source, as in you're going to have to boil water and then dump it into the pouch itself. So in a scenario where, you can have a fire and, security is not an issue, these Mountain House meals are actually really nice. They taste pretty good. They have a decent amount of calories in them. You can see this entire container is 600 calories. So it's perfect for if you're hiking or camping, something where you're exerting a lot of energy. Maybe you're, building something. These are pretty nice, again, but they do require a fire. And one of the disadvantages is that they also are only one meal. No drink comes with this. There's no dessert. There's nothing. It's just a single meal. Again, it is 600 calories, so you could kind of split this in half and eat half of it later. But typically they're portioned for an adult. And they do, one of the advantages of them is, I don't know if the camera will pick up the date that this expires. It's best by 2051. So this is going to last 20 to 30 years, which is something that's really nice. These are really shelf-stable because they're freeze-dried, and they're a decent offering if security is not an issue. Now, moving on to what I really wanted to talk about today is the military MREs. The military MREs have been around in this package for a good amount of time now. Since probably the late 90s, early 2000s in this type of packaging and setup. This one is menu item number 24, the Southwest style beef and black beans. I'm just going to open it up and kind of show you what comes with the military MREs. Now, granted, these don't last as long as something like the Mountain House meals. These typically last anywhere from 5 to 7 years. But I have seen people eat older ones that have been, sitting around for 10 years and they haven't had any issues. Now, do I recommend eating stuff after the expiration date? No, but if you're in a pinch situation, I could totally see eating something that's past the expiration date, but it is always a gamble. Now, these come in a nice thick packaging compared to the Mountain House stuff, which is a little bit thinner. It's a real thick plastic. You can, kind of beat these up, and they hold up real nice. These do have a peelable seal at the top, but they're kind of hard to pull apart, so I'm going to just cut it with some scissors real quick, and then pop it open so you can see what's inside. I plan on eating this one soon, so it's not a big deal that I'm opening it, but if you don't plan on eating the stuff in them, I would probably leave them sealed. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up everything that's in here. You can see that once you open the big thick bag, that's just a carrying bag, and then there's another bag on the inside of that keeps everything nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this bag as well. Now, once you open that final bag, you'll start to get the breakdown of what comes in these packs. So your main meal is going to come in a green pouch like this. It's about the same, same size as everything else. This is the main course. This is the beef and black beans. So this is the main course that would get heated up and put in the heating element to be the main course. So I'll put that off to the side. This is the, this will be the packet that this will sit in with the heater, so you can hold it up nice. This gives you a breakdown of the total fat, the calories, everything like that. So you can see the calories on this is 260, which is what was half the serving or a single serving on here. So you're already up to half of what this bag was. So that's going to be your main meal. Our next little package here is going to be spiced apples. So this is most likely going to be your dessert. You can see it's apple pieces in spice sauce. And this is the benefit of these MREs. Like I was saying, they come with multiple things. So this is the dessert in the pack. You don't have to heat this up. You could eat this cold. And they have the breakdown of everything on here. So here's another 150 calories. So I'll put that off to the side. That's going to be your dessert. The packs typically do come with a beverage mix. So this one is cranberry grape. I'm just going to cut this open so we can take apart everything that's in here as well. And again, like I said, if you don't plan on eating or using the stuff in here, I would leave it in these packages just to keep it safe. But this is a drink mix. It says beverage base cranberry grape. So this is nice because if you have a water bottle, you can this is for a 20-ounce water bottle, but you can just dump this in a water bottle. And now you have a beverage as well. You don't have to just drink water all the time. So that's a nice little benefit. It comes with some gum, which is nice for after the meal. Comes with a moist towelette that is nice to clean your hands up after, or if your hands weren't dirty after the meal, you could always save them for later. It's going to come with some salt if you want to add some flavoring to the main course. And then it also just has a couple little napkins that you can see that are stuffed in there. You could always use these as fire starter if you had to, or just napkins, the purpose that they're built for. Moving on to the next piece here, we have a applesauce cake. Again, so this is another dessert type meal. You could eat this as a breakfast. You could save this as the dessert, like I said. And this is another 270 calories, so you could see we're pretty much over what the chicken dumplings were at this point. And I do like that they break down everything for you. And one thing that I'll add is these meals are for the military. Guys that are out, doing rucks every day, walking, a couple miles potentially. They're, doing a lot of hard work. So this is something that you don't want to just sit around and eat, as a meal if you're just, kind of in your house, because these are full of calories. Moving on, we have some cheese spread. Sometimes the MREs do come with crackers or pieces of bread that you can put this cheese spread on, but it's just something that you can add flavor to another part of the meal. Moving on to some of our last stuff here. We have the tortillas, Chipotle. So these are going to be your tortillas that you can use. You can either put the cheese spread on this, or you can eat them with the beans and rice and everything. Again, the calorie count is huge on these. These are another 220 calories, so these will keep you full and give you the calories you need for an entire day of being out in the wild, in the woods, whatever. And then finally, we have a mocha cappuccino instant powder mix for somebody who likes a coffee type beverage or a dessert type beverage. You can just kind of pour these in a in some heated water. And they do have instructions. This is one serving for 6 fluid ounces. Again, this is perfect for people who like coffee and that type of stuff. Moving on, we have some beef sticks. This is just another little snack that they throw in there for you. Again, hitting on the calories, there's another 90 calories for you. They add a spoon in there so you can eat your main meal. And then last, you have the heating element. Now, the huge benefit of these MREs is the heating element that does not require fire. So there's a panel in here that when you pour water on it, and it has a specific line that you fill the water to, once water gets in there, it'll actually create a chemical reaction and cause this to heat, which you would then put your main course in there. which was the rice and beans and the beef. And you would slide this in there, you would pour your water in, and then it'll heat up this main meal and make it nice and hot for you without a fire. So if you can't have a fire and security is a big issue, these are awesome. So overall, I do recommend grabbing a couple of these MREs. They do tend to get pricey now, especially in the last couple of years. You used to be able to get these for $5 to $7. Typically, they run anywhere from $12 to $15 in that kind of range anymore. But I do recommend you getting them. They're really nice. You could just throw them in a backpack. You really could eat for almost a whole day off of one of these MREs. And they come in a ton of different stuff, different meal types. They have vegetarian stuff, they have meat, they have basically everything. You just have to be careful when you buy a large bundle pack of them, because there may be some meals in there that you don't eat, but you could always trade with other people. So again, this is just kind of my take on the MREs. I think they're great. These adventure meals by Mountain House are nice as well. So it all depends on what you're looking for, but definitely check them out. You can get them on Amazon or pretty much anywhere on the internet. One thing you just want to be careful of is always check the manufacture date. That's something that's really important. You could even just message the seller and ask what dates they're from. If you guys have any questions, just drop them down below. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.